This week on Cars and Things Rest Days, more Summernats prep. Welcome to Summernats 35. Welcome to Summernats 36. Cars and Things Rest Days. Well, we've got a heap more prep to do. Let's get stuck into it. We've got to do the HZ, Trav's diff. We've got to get the bonnet done. Fair bit to go. What date is it? It is the 19th. So, we only got a few more days to Christmas. So, let's get stuck in. Guys, we are here at Kappa Performance today. As I said, we wanted to put this on the dyno, but Scotty's ran it up yesterday, and after having it all fixed, it's come up with the same problem. And he said, look, just bring it over, let's get it running. We're going to go and tune it on the road, which Scotty's capable of doing that, but we ain't going to get any dyno runs on it today because the dyno's still playing up. Unfortunately, is what it is. But as I said to Scotty, I don't care, can we just make it run, idle, and drive down the road, cruise? And he said, we can do that, let's just get it ready for Summernats. That's what we're doing, eh Scotty? Nothing major?
Going back to the old school road driving.
Yeah, well, we'll get it sorted. So, sorry guys, it won't be a video on it, as I said, but I'm sure we'll get it back over here once he gets his... We should bring Mako back over too.
Give a bit of a touch up and then you can...
And just see what we get, power we get out of it. But anyway, let's just get this sorted so we can get it to Summernats and have a bit of fun. Alrighty. Yeah, this morning we are back from Scotty's, where we did some road tuning on the old girl, which we got pretty good. I didn't video any of it, guys. It wasn't very exciting, just driving up and down the road, pulling over, changing the tune and everything. It's not like dyno tuning. It took a few hours, but what we did was we put an O2 sensor, his gas analyzer sensor, it's an O2 sensor as such, into the exhaust to get the tune, because we found the oxygen sensors in this old girl weren't working. And I've been looking into it. I believe I've wired them correctly, because if you go back, if you remember when I got these oxygen sensors, they both had female connectors. One should have been male, and I believe I've wired them correctly. So by the looks of it, I've wired them both. They were both, I wired them exactly the same, and they were both male, and one needed to be male, one needed to be female. Rightio, have a lose with this girl rumble. Sounds sweet as. So we got the oxygen sensors working. I put brand new oxygen. Well, hang on. Let me finish what I'm doing. This checking the tranny fluid was a little bit low. Actually wasn't even enough on the dipstick, and yesterday when we were road testing it, it did flare a couple of times going into third, and I reckon it might have been because it was low on fluid. So, and I just put a litre in it, so I'll check that, and then I want to tell you all about these oxygen sensors. Sorry about that, just love the sound of it. Sounds pretty cool. Pretty happy with this girl, it's driving really good. Scotty's done a pretty good job with what he had to do. We didn't get a power figure, that's alright, that'll happen. But at the minute, it's running really sweet, really good. So as I said, I've been checking me oxygen sensors with my scan tool, and they weren't fluctuating, and we're staying at the same voltage. So these are the brand new ones I bought for it, and they no good. So I found some out of the Stato, the original ones out of the Stato, and I found one and I chucked it in, and it started reading as it should. Started doing everything on the one bank. Beautiful. Swapped it to the left bank. I actually went out and grabbed a couple of oxygen sensors out of mix Stato, out of mix engine, chucked them in, or chucked one of those in, and it still did the same, as didn't read zip. And I thought, oh, it must be stuffed. So I swapped left to right. Both side banks worked when I swapped them left to right, but only that one sensor that was in the Stato would work. And this is a Stato engine, of course, but that's nothing. So I rang Gerks up at Repco and said, have you got a brand new one? He said, yep. So I went and got a brand new spanky, new, look at that, beautiful spanky brand new one. Stuck it in, exactly the same thing. Wouldn't read. Again, swapped it left to right, no different. So it's either a faulty, brand new one's faulty, or something. I couldn't work it out. Checked all the wiring, no, works left to right. So I went hunting for the second one of the Stato, and I found it out in this pipe here, out in the scrap pile. It was still sitting in that pipe. So I pulled it out, give it a clean, whacked it in, boom. Both works perfectly. I was sitting there watching it, and it was self-tuning itself as it was going, pulling a bit of fuel out here and there, and they were working. I went, you beauty. So that's perfect. But I'll have to take that one back to Gerks, because that brand new one would not work. Could not get it to work in either bank. Anyway, it is what it is. Really what shits me is these two brand spankers that I paid a shitload of money for, brand newies, don't work. But I bought them months and months ago, so probably cactus there. Anyway, is what it is. As I showed you before, the diff's out, down and getting painted. We went and got some tail shafts. We're going to see if we can make one up in the morning and see how we go. There we go. Trav's Brocky is ready for Summernats. Just needs a good wax, polish, and a good clean. And we just got to do your trailer. We just got to do the wheel bearings on his trailer. We'll do that next week. But this one's done. The Z, what do you reckon the Z, Trav? Took Trav for a drive in the Z before.
Goes good.
Pretty good. It's rough enough, isn't it? It'll do, brother.
Goes good, sounds good.
Yeah. So that will happen on Monday, probably. Brother and I will get the tank out of that. We'll get that painted. All right, we'll keep knocking them out. More Summernats prep. So I just pulled the fuel tank out of the Z, and I've been playing. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I've been playing with the fuel sender on the Commodore fuel sender. That's the Commodore fuel sender there, and it's a different voltage, so it won't tell us. It won't give us a fuel reading. That is the original fuel tank one for the HZ that goes in the tank like that. We can't put that in there, unfortunately, so we're going to use this one. So what I've done is I grabbed an old one. I know it works because it was the one out of it. And I've cut it up and I've bolted it to the actual framework like that. And what I'm doing now is I've got the fuel float and I'm trying to get it at the same height as the bottom of that. That sits in the tank like that. So it'll probably have a little bit left in the tank, but it should show close to empty when it's empty, but that's all we need it to do. And I just need it to miss these wires here, so I just got to bend it, and then I'm just going to hook the original wire to this blue wire here. I'll just put a terminal on that and bolt it to that, and I'll also put an earth on it there. So this earth's, because it's got a cork gasket and it's rubber mounted to the car, so I'll just actually put a terminal on it and I'll just earth it to that screw there. That'll earth the whole bracket out, because originally this one was earthed. How did it work? I can't remember. I'm positive this has got to be earthed to the tank. I can't remember. I'll have to chuck a ohm meter on it. I'm positive that's how it works. It earths through the body, back through the tank, even though it's got a rubber O-ring on it. and it just runs resistance or power through resistance through the resistor and gives us a reading. So I'm going to try that out. We'll see if it'll work. We're just replacing the rivets in the doors. Went up to Trav's other VC and we put these, because actually the VCs have rivets in them, and then from maybe VH, I don't know, Trav, VK anyway, and VL had these in them. And I'll show you, we put some rivets in it when we put it together, but they're getting sloppy. See that click, and there it is there, and they're moving. So we just went up, we've got a couple of VKs and VLs up there, so we grabbed them out of it and we're replacing them with them, make them a bit sweeter, eh Trav? Yeah. Tank's all been sanded down, I deoxided it, and now I've just put the epoxy on it and the straps as well. Just mixed up some paint. Let's get the sunlight happening. Just mixed up some paint. Not sure whether you can tell. Put 15%, 5% pearl in it. Hang on, we'll have to get it on a stick. Not sure whether you can see it. Let me get the sunlight. Put 5% blue pearl in it to give it that bit of a tinge when the headlights hit it. You won't see it in the sun, but when headlights hit it, you might see it. Anyway, I got it there, so I did it. One coat, it's a bit dewy in here. One coat of the first coat of the gloss black. I'll let that flash off for 10 minutes, and then we'll smack some more on it. Last coat, got 2 and a bit coats on it. Just used what I had in there, and get the sunlight on there. You can see the blue speckle in it. So whether it'll matter or not, who gives a... It's done. That bit's done. I'll let that cure overnight. I can put that back in the morning, put it back in, and Trav's over here polishing door trim chromes. Are they? Are they stainless?
No, they were black.
Oh, right,
Black and rusted.
So he's taken all the paint off them. He's sanding them up. What do you got on there? 2000.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take them back down to the polish wheel and chuck them on the polisher and see how they come up. Once we've done that, we'll whack a bit of clear over them so they stay nice and clean. I've got a heap. Some clear there. Yep, so we'll get that done next. Plus plenty of other jobs to do. Anyway, here's what it is. What's the day? 23rd, Trev? Oh, well, got another week. If we do something every day, we'll be laughing. All the cars are going. Yep, all the cars are going. We're laughing there. All the cars spin 2 wheels. Alright, so we just got a Bang Mako up. Bang Mako up. We're going to give it a wash. Got to go over that wax. We're going to put this on. We're going to polish that. I don't know, might polish it on there, on the stand. I think brother wants to start with 800 on it, flatten it right back. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I haven't even seen brother today, so anyway, everyone will be saying he's gone missing. He has. Anyway, it is what it is. Rightio, guys. Christmas Eve, and tank is ready to go in. I'm going to smack this up in there. I'm actually planning on, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a fitting in there, and I'm going to hook up the original breather lines. I can just run that straight across to there, and the original breather lines will work. And then I'll hook it up, and we'll put 5 litres of fuel in it and see if this gauge works. That's where we're at this morning. Alrighty, we'll knock it out. Alrighty, there we are. Tank is in. I just stuck 5 litres of fuel in it, and the gauge actually did move. Now I just put 10 in it. Let's see how far up it comes now. Now it's not going to move. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is moving. Yep. Very, very slowly. So it moved off with 5 in it. So I'm hoping 10 will be on the red. Yep, looks like it's coming up, sitting on the red. Okay, so when we get to red, we've got 10 litres left in the tank. Alright, that's good. You should not run out of fuel then. Alrighty, so 25 litres in it, and it's come up to a quarter. It might come up a bit more yet, but that'll do. At least we know it's got fuel in it, and we know it's got enough fuel that runs out. So pretty happy with that. It's all good. So the Z is virtually ready to go. We just need to give it a wax, which we'll probably do that next week. And I haven't had time to do the intake, so it's going to miss out this time round. So here's what it is. So laughing. Z done, completed. On to the next one. Go over, just set up my string lines. So I have 2 string lines along each side of the car. Get the car parallel with them string lines. And I'll get it set up to do a wheel alignment. Pretty basic way of doing it. Works, effective. Let's make it happen. Righty, there we are. Just spent a good probably 20-30 minutes doing a tow on Trav's car. Got the steering wheel dead straight. I'm hoping. I'll check that in a minute. So got that straight, and we've got it towed in 3 to 4 mil. It's towing in roughly. So pretty good. It's pretty simple. What I do is I make sure I've got all my centres correct. Each one I just go around and make sure I get my centres correct all around, so the car's square with the string. Let's check. I might check the rear tail on this. Should be spot on. Yeah, fuck it is. We must have welded that bit straight. Well done, Henry. So yeah, we go around and I do that, and then I just measure from there to the string, there to the string, give it a couple of mil in on both sides, and that's how I get my toe, and that's good enough. And to do the camber and everything, I just use the angle on the disc brake like that to get my camber, but I'm not worried about the camber and caster. It's pretty well set on these old girls. We set that up for us, mainly just to tow and get the steering wheel straight. But it is good. Happy with that. Alrighty. Alrighty. We're back here today. What's it, Friday? The 27th. Trav's birthday today. It is? Yeah. So it's the 27th. We're back from Christmas and we're back into this one. So what we're going to do today is we're going to respray the tray on this with clear. We're going to do what we did with the header board. We're going to use the 2K epoxy clear, the Spice Hecker 2035, 38, 8825, sorry. We're going to put that on it, so we're going to give it a real good gloss and see what it comes up like. So we're going to get stuck into this one. Anyway, good morning, David.
Good morning.
Ready to go?
Yep. Ready.
First drive in 6 months?
It's been a little while. Had to do a hot lap around the block first. Get the cobwebs out of it.
Sounded good coming up. Alrighty, let's get stuck into this old girl. She's all taped up, mainly to protect the paint at this stage, because we're going to get on here and start buffing it back with a bit of 600 and 800 to get a bit of etch into it, a bit of keying, and then we can clear it. So we'll get stuck into that and see what it comes up. Alright. Job 3 in the booth, all taped up. We're just going to give it one more, get that down a bit, wipe over with the wax and grease, and then I'll get the clear all set up, all mixed up, and then I'll go over with a tack cloth and we'll give it a couple of coats, see what she comes up like. There we go. End up getting 3 coats on it. Sand it back nicely. Pretty flat. But as I've said before, that's 15 minutes ago, off the gun. But I tried to make it as flat. We don't want to polish it, so we want to get it as flat as we can. So we'll see what it looks like tomorrow when we let it dry up. Should be good enough, David, I think. What do you think?
Can't be any worse than what it was.
Nah, looking good. Alrighty, that's number 3 down. Now we've got to get into number 4. Get into this thing out here. So we just gave it a tub. We just gave the old gal a bit of a tub. So next will be is we've got to start sanding this back and get this on to Mako. That'll be tomorrow. Alrighty then. We're back up here. Trev's here. Happy birthday, kid! How's it feel to be fucking as old as me?
Just another day, you know.
So we're back. So what we're doing is we've got Trav's trailer here. He hasn't used it before. It's actually his old man, and really doesn't have any tie down points on it. So I don't know why they make trailers, Trav, and a car trailer, and nowhere to tie down. Yeah. Yep. So what we're doing is we're making some rods up and a weld from in here across to here, so we can pull to each corner, and we'll do some loops like I did on Henry's trailer at the front here to pull to the front. Should be good. Then we're going to go through the wheel bearings on this one. Should be right. We'll get it sorted. Got our 2 back ones done. Just welding the front one in. Trav's in his Chinese working boots, aren't you, Trav? Yeah. You're a good person. Bit of slag on his foot in a second.
That way it doesn't go down the
Yeah. Alrighty. You're up. Tray's all done. The next day, looking pretty sweet, pretty glassy. Looks very, very glassy. Are you happy with it? We want to stick it out in the sun. Just let it cure a bit. You can see the gloss on it. It's come up really, really nice. We'll get it out of here. See what it looks like. Well, there you go. Happy, David?
Yeah, very happy. Thank you.
Look at that. Glass. Looking good. Alright, we're pretty happy. Alright, I think you just need to give this a wax now, Dave. I did see some swirls in it under the UV lights.
That'll be Monday's job.
Yeah, we'll get it waxed, and she'll be right to go in the trailer. Good stuff, buddy.
Another quick tub and away we go.
Yep, all good. We've got our Customise My Ride infill panels for the boot. We've Sikaflexed those in and taped them on. We'll leave them. Oh, we're not coming back to Monday now. It's Saturday now. Monday, what? The 30th, is it? Yeah, the 30th Monday. 28th today.
Yeah, 29th tomorrow. Yeah, we'll
Yep.
be
Yeah, so on Monday we'll come back. That'll be all cured. All the Sikaflex will be cured. We'll rip all that off and have a look, see what she looks like. All those infill panels, again, Customise My Ride. So if anyone wants them, I'll show you what they look like when we're finished. Scotty at Customise My Ride, thank you very much, mate. Hey guys, Monday morning. What's today, the 30th? I'm up here, just started rubbing the bonnet back. I did notice on Saturday, I just give it a light rub Saturday, and I noticed that, I did see this. I had 2 little, look like solvent pops in the clear after I painted it, after it all dried. So what I did is I put a dab of, I sanded it, gave it a bit of a sand, I think I used 1,000, can't remember now, and I put a dab of clear in each of them, and I've just started rubbing them back. They're still pronounced, but I reckon they'll flatten back pretty nicely. There was a little bit of crap in it. You can see all that stuff will come out. I'm not worried about that. These holes were fairly deep, so let's rub them out and see how flat we get. Customise My Ride. Check out these infill panels. How good do they look? Customise my ride, guys. You need anything for your car? Get into Customise My Ride. Scotty at Customise My Ride is a legend. So thank you again, Scotty. That's just topped off the boot. That looks good. Just needs a good clean up. We're off to Summernats. Righty, there we are. Just rubbed the back with 1,000. Went over it with the orbital, and then I used a block to do the edges. Just to flatten it back. That's all I wanted to do with the 1,000, is to get it flat and get the orange peel and whatnot out of it. As you can see, you can't even see those holes in it anymore. So I'm pretty happy with that. So it's come up pretty flat. So now I'm going to get on the 1,500, over it with 1,500, then 2,000, then 3,000, and then onto the polisher. So I've got it flat enough now. Now I just need to start taking all the scratches out of it and get it to this polish stage. Got Trav out here. He's having a bit of a crack on the groggy. Hang on, Trav.
Yeah, right.
So it's getting a bit of a lick. You're getting to put speed over it too, or what? Yeah. Might do that the last coat. Yeah. Giving a bit of a clean up, getting the little marks out of it. We're getting there. What's the time now? It's 11 o'clock. So we've got a day and a half to get them finished and loaded. And washed and detailed and everything. No, you get that. Yeah. So we've gone right through all the papers, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 softback. So that's right back to 3,000 there. Then I've just gone and got the blue wool, the coarse wool pad, and the DA coarse compound, which is our first cut, pretty heavy cut. And I've just started the first bit. I've just done that, ran over that, and that's come up pretty sweet. I can still see a few little swirls and halos in it. It needs, I'll do it twice. That's with the first one, and then we go to the one that Trav's using over there now on his, which is and we go to a softer pad, and it's called, what's it called, Trav? The DNA Fine. That's the Roops Fine, sorry. Yeah, so that's our last step. We'll do that. I'll probably know the last step will be the speed. I'll go over with it. But it's coming up pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with it. Just got to get in and do that bit. It's a bit worried, but anyway, we'll see how we go. There we are. Bonnet's all cut back on the first cut. Looks pretty good. There is I can still see a few little things in it, which I said before, because they're little fine swirls and that from the coarse pad, which that's the coarse pad. Now we're going to go to the fine pad and to the fine polish. So now I'll go all over it and we'll get those little imperfections out, and then we can go onto the speed. There it is. I showed you after I painted it, 15 minutes after I painted it in the booth. Then I showed you the next day, and we had a few little imperfections in it. I have now sanded it with 1,000 grit, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, and then I went and cut and polished it. There you go. You can't even see the little dimples that were in it. They're gone. I've rubbed them out. Look at that. And all those guys were worried about the crap and shit that was in it. Ain't in it anymore. Look how good it is. It's flat as. Can't wait for Summernats. Alright. Yeah, I do. Right. Okay. Are we happy? Not really. No. We're not happy, people. We're not happy. We're not happy with Henry either, are we? We shut the bonnet and it hit there. So somebody doesn't know how to do a measurement with a tape measure. We're blaming Henry. Wait till I get him on the phone later. So, look guys, it is what it is. There it is on the car. And it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it, but we've got some issues. And all you guys at Summernats can hang shit on me when you see me if you like. Hey Mick.
Lesson to be learned.
Yeah.
Try
So
test before you paint.
my biggest fault is I didn't put the bonnet onto the car before I painted it to make sure it fitted.
Big no-no.
And it looks like the bonnet's got a bit of warpage in it, and it's sitting up in this corner by 5mm. So we could get on it and tweak it, couldn't we, Mick?
I reckon we should.
But I'm a bit worried that we could crack the paint or put spider in the paint, because what we need to do is probably put a rubber block here and then just push down on the bonnet and tweak it, but I'm a bit worried it's going to cause us issues. So we're not going to do that for Summernats. We're just going to drive around with it with the bonnet up. Hey Mick. We'll just do this.
If it looks shit, I can always go and fix it up.
Yeah, that's right. Go and Dave, you.
Or Dave.
I'll cruise around by myself sulking. You know what? It looks good. Doesn't it, Mick? Truly, it does look good. Apart from it just sitting up.
The worst thing is, we fucking fitted it before we cut the thing and it looks perfect.
Yeah. And I'd say what's happened,
It's a lot of time, too.
it just needs a tweak, but I ain't tweaking it at the minute. It's the 30th. I've only got one more day, and I've got to detail it, get on the trailer, we're going. It'll be what it'll be. It is what it is. Never mind. 31st. We're just finishing up Mako. Have a look at that shine. Look at that. So just went over with the 3D speed. I've got to go to wash the interior and everything. But looking good. Alrighty, Dave's here. We just did a couple little things on it just then. And it's going on the trailer. He's the first one on the trailer. Alrighty. On the trailer, David. Locked and loaded. Let's get to Summernats. Well, we're going to go to Summernats, aren't we, Trev?
Get on smoking.
A 2 going on the trailer. We're all getting keen. Let's get to Summernats. All excited. Woo-hoo! Give it a rev. Get him smoking, Trev. Number 3 on the trailer. Get a rev. Didn't sound as good as yours, Trev.
Right.
It didn't sound as good as yours.
Hang going around.
Alright, number 3 on the trailer. Let's get number 4 on. Alrighty. There we are, locked and loaded. Zed's on. Brocky's on. Dave's tunner. And I got the junker down the back here on. The old fucking junker. Alright, ready to go, Trev? Get home, have a couple of hours sleep.
Let's go.
And get on the road. Keen, boys?
13 hours.
I don't know about you blokes, but I'm getting on the piss tonight.
That'll be alright.
New Year's Eve.
You might go and have a shave and shit, so I don't have to run on my way.
Alrighty, well there you go. That's it, guys. Summernats prep is over. We are heading to Summernats. What did you say? 13 hours.
13 hours.
Get home, have a bit of a sleep, and we're off at 4. So that'll do for this episode. Thank you for coming along and watching. If you haven't subscribed, please jump on and subscribe, hit the bell, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time. And if you're at Summernats, we'll see you at Summernats.